Hello and welcome back to the video game selection series, where if it's not convoluted, it's not worth doing. Today we are working with the Challenger Series race for the 500 at Indianapolis. Today the Challenger Series race will be 100 miles, 40 laps around Indianapolis Motor Speedway in the Indy Lights cars. And let's go through the starting lineup to see who will be competing today and the grid that has been set. You can see here on the side, just to get a quick snapshot of it before we step through the field. Most of these games will be making their at least second start today. However, one notable is making their debut, and one will make their debut in Challenger as they are a previous winner in the Pro Race. So stepping through the field, we have Mech Warrior, Pokemon, Journey, Rogue Squadron, who was previously in the Pro Series but got relegated after the last race, Earth Siege, Kirby, Tetris Worlds, Celeste, Golden Sun, who's making their video game selection series debut, Prince of Persia, Half-Life, Yoshi, Mass Effect, Luigi's Mansion, Breath of Fire, who's also relegated from the previous race, Fire Emblem, Mana, Tomb Raider, Wario, Bioshock, Contra, the third car that was relegated from the previous race. So those are the three cars that were eliminated from the Pro Series, and they'll have to requalify through Challenger. Mario Party, Wrecking Crew, Splatoon, Castlevania, who is our previous winner, won the Pro Series race a few races ago, and now they are back trying to requalify for the Pro Series through Challenger. If they do, they'll keep their points and will likely be right back into the top class as soon as they get back in. The Sims, Virtua Fighter, Turok, F-Zero, might be the fastest car in gaming, but here they're at the back, and Paperboy to wrap up the field. And so in a moment we'll be leaving the starting grid. We'll do one pace lap around Indianapolis Motor Speedway and then get going on a 40-lap, 100-mile journey around this race. I would anticipate this to be a very pack-style race where draft is very important and cars will be able to get away from each other really as long as you can stay in the draft, but you really need to stay in the draft if you want to stay in contention. And so you'll see cars shuffling as they are trying to figure out what position to go into within their pack. But really, it's all about you got to maintain that pack, because if you lose it, you're probably not going to be able to catch up. In the event that there is a wreck on track, we will have cautions to bunch up the field. Caution laps do count towards the 40 laps. And with that, we are starting to move through the field. So we will hit back here to our starting grid. We'll be with our pole sitter and stay with them for a little while. Top four, once again, will advance to the Pro Series race at the next event. That's the benefit you get from placing high enough in the Challenger Series. And after that, doesn't really matter. You know, top four, basically you're all getting the same benefit, but you got to get in that top four. Taking a look at the 30 cars, very colorful field, led by a very colorful car being represented by Mech Warrior, our pole sitter. Pokemon to the outside of the front row. Moving through turn 3 right now. Through the short chute on the north end of the track, and then now through turn 4. The pace car will dive into the pits, and we will get underway.
Green flag, green flag.
Looks like Mech Warrior got a good jump here at the start. Rogue Squadron going to follow through. The inside line really seemed to get going for this race. Rogue Squadron now looking for the lead. Very easy to pass the leader. The leader is sort of a sitting duck. They're not drafting anybody. Everybody behind them is drafting somebody, and punching that hole in the air for the leader is a huge deficit. But once you take over the lead, you're the one that's then punching the air. So you're going to see this cat and mouse game as we go through the event today. Right now it looks like there's two distinct packs that have formed. If you're in that second pack, you really need to be able to catch up, or else there is that potential that you could lose that front group. Still shuffling through right now. We've got Pokemon at the lead. Rogue Squadron just behind Mech Warrior on the inside, and then the number 13 car of Journey now trying to take the very inside line. Mech Warrior pushing their way back to the front. And coming out of turn 4, this will complete lap 2. Mech Warrior will be leading out of turn 4, but we'll see how they're faring as they get to the start-finish line. They will still lead at the start-finish line. Very cordial going down the front stretch. Now fanning out as we're going to turn 1. Ooh, so cars shuffling out of and towards that outside wall as they go through the turn. Pokemon pushing back to the lead on the inside. Kirby now joining the mix in the middle of row 2. Oh, very tight competition as we're going through the ranks right here. Let's jump on board with Kirby as the focus car. Coming to the conclusion of lap 3, Pokemon will be the leader. They are the front car in the outside lane. Kirby, the top car in the inside lane. Pokemon moving down to the inside, chopping off the air from Kirby. Doing the same in turn 2. Pokemon just moving back and forth between the lines as they please. Yeah, this whole pack, really, anybody here could be in. Oh, looks like we got a car sideways, and it's Kirby into the wall. Caution is out. Let's go back again. We were riding with Kirby live as we saw that. Let's take this from Chopper Command and see how this unfolded. Kirby, the white car here on the inside. Oh, touches with Pokemon. And then just sent flying. Looks like a couple of other cars might have gotten into them as well. Oh, and that is rough. We'll go back out to Pokemon, who I believe is still the leader of the race. Jump back to live. Oh, no, Mech Warrior now to the lead. So we'll stay with them. And we'll actually jump on with the pace car, sort of looking backwards as we're going through. I'm very curious to see if anybody comes down to pit lane off of this, maybe having some damage. So we'll take a view from here as we're coming around for the next lap when the pit should open for the first time. And see if anybody dives in looking to get some repair. It's tough to give up that track position, because as you can see, there is a lot of shuffling that can happen within the pack. However, if you're starting at the back instead of the front, you could lose that front pack and therefore lose the chance to really get into that top 4. So we're going to take a look back here and see if anybody peels off into the pits. So far everybody's staying out. There are a couple of cars a little further back, so let's move through the field and see who is diving in. We've got Tomb Raider in the 28 car and the 21 car of Prince of Persia moving into the pits. We'll run aboard with Prince of Persia, looking backwards, see what kind of service is being done here. So it looks like just a very quick stop for Tomb Raider. Same for Prince of Persia. Maybe just a quick adjustment to try to get back. See if they can get something a little better as they're trying to maneuver their way through the field. So we will be under caution for a little bit longer. Lights on the pace car are still on, meaning we still will have at least one more lap under caution. So we'll take a short break here and then be back in just a moment. Alright, coming into turn 3, caution lights are out. Taking a look through the field right now. Top 10 are Mech Warrior, Pokemon, Rogue Squadron, Earth Siege, Bioshock, Yoshi, Journey, Golden Sun making their debut, Celeste, and Tetris Worlds. Those are your top 10s we're coming to this restart. And right here the pace car should be pulling in. This will be the completion of lap 7, 33 laps to go.
Green flag, green flag.
Ooh, everybody's shifting the same direction, it seems like there. AI is fun. Alright, cordial here at the start, but once again now we'll start to see the bunch up as Mech Warriors punching a hole in the air for Pokemon to catch up, and now they've caught up to them, and now Rogue Squadron's caught up, and then as we keep moving back, the next car will be catching up. Earth Siege now catching up to Rogue Squadron, and now there's Bioshock catching up to the next group, so yeah, the pack is starting to form as everybody catches up to the car that is punching the hole in the air. Although it does seem like there is a little bit of a gap splitting in the field once again around the midway point.
The yellow flag is out.
Ooh, yellow flag is out. Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if we can find out who that was. So we'll go through the field here. Not seeing anybody yet. Oh, I think we might be seeing it here. The number 26 car. Looks like they're already starting to get... No, it's actually not them. I'm still not seeing who it is, actually. So let's go back through here. There we go. Virtua Fighter. Gotten into the wall. Let's go back and see what happens here. We'll go to chopper command. Virtual fighter, the white and black car to the inside. Ooh, touches wheels. Wow, slides right in front of, I believe that's F0. And then goes against the wall. It really ends up being just a single car incident. And with that, we end up having a new leader in BioShock. Came from, I believe it was 5th on the restart to take the lead. They're now pacing. We'll be under caution for a little bit longer. We'll take another break and be back once we get back underway. Coming to the conclusion of this caution and lap 12 of 40. Looking back through the restart order, much the same as it was before. However, BioShock has jumped several paces to now take the lead. And starting from 19th place too, which is outstanding in this style of race. So we have BioShock, Mech Warrior, Pokemon, Rogue Squadron, Earthsiege, Journey, Yoshi, Golden Sun, Celeste, and Tetris Worlds, your top 10. As we're coming back to this restart, pace car should be pulling in right about now, and we will go back to green.
Green flag, green flag.
Eight laps remaining as the front of the field gets through turn 2. Mech Warrior on the back of Bioshock. Pokemon pulling up to Mech Warrior. Rogue Squadron pulling up to Pokemon as we start to once again form that pack. We'll be the first to want to break line and start to make some moves here. Journey pulling up from the 5th spot onto the back of this group. A little bit more single file this time than they have been for much of the race before. Now really single file. Maybe this front pack just saying, hey, let's just break away and we'll decide this amongst ourselves. We'll just eliminate a lot of these games from further back. Although right now Tetris Worlds and Luigi's Mansion is making some moves in the pack. Mostly still staying single file. Luigi's Mansion, the first to take a peek outside of the draft. Once again, once you lose the draft, though, you're now punching the hole in the air just like the leader, so you've really got to maintain that momentum and find a way to get back in line. Now we really start. So we have two lines really forming Luigi's Mansion, jumping in that group. We got Yoshi also following. Mech Warrior now looking to the inside, looking to take the lead away from Bioshock, who's led the last several laps. Mech Warrior to the front. And Luigi's Mansion trying to make this 3 wide, really pushing the issue and really pushing Pokemon out of the way. Man, big move there from Luigi's Mansion. Trying to get back up there and re-qualify for the Pro Series. Luigi's Mansion has qualified out of Challenger before. Looking to do it again. Pokemon has done the same. Oh, the number 20 car hits Mech Warrior. Oh, definitely have seen some damage here. Bioshock fleeing up very high. But let's go back and see what actually brings out this yellow. We'll go to the rear chase from here to see where there actually was a crash. I did see some debris pull off, and then further back, ooh, already can see cars up in the air. What do we got here? Oh, big crash. We got Mario Party up in the air. The number 26 car Half-Life has a back wing that's flying up here. The number 27 of Mana also airborne. So let's go to Chopper Commands view. We'll go back. Let's see what happened. The bunching up. Oh, the accordion effect, and then oh, Mario Party flying. Splatoon also going flying. Let's take a look from. Look like the Breath of Fire was just in front of all of this stuff. Let's take a look from backwards from here. The accordion effect starts in front of Breath of Fire, but let's see what ensues. Oh my goodness. Yeah, even cars a little further back that get involved. Major accident. It does look like Breath of Fire might have also lost the front wing. So yeah, there's a lot a lot going on here. So we'll have to see. Let's catch up with the field right now. It does look like Mech Warrior did have to come into the pits. Let's take a look. They're on board. Yeah, they are coming down the pits. They'll have to get some sort of damage repaired. Our pole sitter are in, and they are out. Yeah, big crash. And we will we'll regroup once we get closer to going to back to the green flag. But huge shakeup here, mostly towards the back part of the field, but also losing our pole sitter, early leader, Mech Warrior to the back of the field, and we'll be back in just a moment to see how this restart should be shaking up. Alright, about to go green. Take a look at this top 10 on the restart. We've got Bioshock, Luigi's Mansion, Pokemon, Rogue Squadron, Golden Sun, Earthsiege, Journey, Tetris World, Contra, and Turok. Turok from the 28th starting spot up to 10th. Paperboy from the 30th starting spot up to 11th. Coming out of turn 4, pace car will be peeling off. We'll be completing lap 19. We'll be 1 lap shy of halfway.
Green flag, green flag.
Luigi's Mansion pushing for the lead in turn 3. Pokemon trying to follow through. Pokemon looking to the inside now out of turn 4. Feisty racing from the top 5 as we've completed halfway. And at halfway, Luigi's Mansion is our leader. The front pack containing 7. There's an 8th car looking to join. A 9th and a 10th car looking to join. And so it looks like we've got about a 10-car pack currently fighting for these transfer spots. Now we're in the second half of the race. A couple more cars coming back up to meet up. And then Kirby is one of those. Well, Kirby involved in an early incident. Luigi's Mansion, Pokemon, Bioshock, Rogue Squadron, and the number 9 car of Golden Sun. Top 5 right now. You can see MechWarrior. Many cars had to come in to make some repairs. MechWarrior at the front of the field, I think, just had to get a little bit of love on the front wing and got back out there quickly. Still with this front pack. There's a lot of cars in this front pack, but you got to shuffle to the front of it now. 22 laps complete, 18 laps to go. Oh, car into the outside wall. See that happening. Not exactly sure who that was. Let's go back here. Is this the number 13 car of Journey? Let's go to the chopper command view. We'll go back. Looks like they were fighting with Golden Sun. Going into turn 2. Oh! Oh, wow. G-forces on that are incredible. My goodness. Hard way to finish the day. Stops a few cars here. Journey taking the tow, and other cars now getting around. Get back up to Chopper Commander. 4th caution of the contest. Luigi's Mansion currently working lap 24. And we are here with our 4th caution. We'll be back as we're getting ready to get to back to the restart. Once again, a Journey with a massive G-force crash. And we'll go to the blimp view as we wind down this caution, and we'll be back as we're getting close to the restart. Coming back to the green, and on this restart we'll have our top 10: Luigi's Mansion, Pokemon, Bioshock, Golden Sun, the top 4 which are currently in the transfer spots, Rogue Squadron, Contra, Yoshi, Tetris Worlds, Turok, and Paperboy. Those are your top 10 as we will be looking for a restart. The revs start to move up in the cars, pace car moves over, green flag will be out. And we will have 14 laps to go.
Green flag, green flag.
Starting to bunch up again after this first lap. Under green. Luigi's Mansion still leading, but Bioshock moving to the lead in turn 1. On the inside. Now single file. Golden Sun now looking out. Pokemon's left up on the high line. Golden Sun still now pushing on the inside without the help of the draft. And strongly moving up to the front. Golden Sun now at the lead of the race. Golden Sun on the inside by themselves. Most others on the high line. There's car several lanes back that would move to the inside, and a few others were starting to put down. Yoshi was that one that was on the inside line and really made up a lot of ground. So we've got Golden Sun, Luigi's Mansion, Yoshi on the inside line. We've got Bioshock, Pokemon, Rogue Squadron on the outside. Now 3 wide, Bioshock on the outside, Golden Sun on the inside, Luigi's Mansion on the inside. Luigi's Mansion got pinched. My Golden Sun had to lift. And now the front 3 have a small gap between them and the others. But they will all very soon catch back up. Now beginning lap 30. Starting to get a more two-lane groove around here, but the question is, which lane do you want to be in? There's a lot of shuffling going around, moving from one lane to another. Golden Sun, the leader of the inside lane. Bioshock, the leader of the outside lane. As they are coming up to complete lap 30, mile 75 of this 100-mile Challenger race. 10 laps to go. And really the entire field is in this pack at the moment. I think every car on track is right now in this lead pack. It's just a very, very long lead pack. You can see MechWarrior trying to make up ground from having to make a pit stop. And they are pushing forward. And that bright rainbow car in about the middle of the pack right now on the inside lane. Now 9 laps to go. Golden Sun and Bioshock still out in front on the inside and outside respectively. We've got Yoshi on the inside line in the second row, Luigi's Mansion on the outside line. In the next row, we've got Pokemon Rogue Squadron. Next row, Kirby getting back into the mix, going to the inside now of Pokemon, going 3 wide. I was imagining that wasn't going to be good for somebody, but everybody's made it through so far. Still hanging on as we complete lap 32, mile 80. The field very packed. Everybody's trying to position themselves where they think is best for moving themselves up through the field. Seems like Mech Warrior's now back into the top 10. Ooh, there was a slow up on the inside lane. It does look like everybody kept their composure, but the inside lane did drop back. Unfortunate for Kirby, unfortunate for Mech Warrior. But it looks like they are gaining some ground back. Still out in front, Golden Sun, Bioshock, leaders of their respective lines, although Yoshi is now poking ahead of Bioshock. Yoshi on the inside lane, and maybe even looking to take over the lead of the inside lane. As Golden Sun might be left in the middle. In turn 3, we've had some incidents here before, but right now looks okay. Though there was some contact between Rogue Squadron and Kirby around the 6th or 7th position. Yeah, 3 wide down the front stretch with Yoshi on the inside, Golden Sun in the middle, Bioshock on the outside. Golden Sun still leader of the race, but it's really anybody's. And I mean, the top 3 all move on to the Pro Series. The question then is the 4th place runner. If it was to finish like this, that currently would be Luigi's Mansion. Although Rogue Squadron does certainly have something to say about that. Just wild race in this 3 wide formation, going back several rows now. I think Bioshock has had to finally concede the outside lane. Golden Sun has now taken that over. Yoshi leading the inside lane. Golden Sun leading another lap. That was lap 35 complete. We have 5 laps to go. Top 4 moving on to the Pro Series race at the following event. Bioshock looking to take another run on the outside. 3 wide for the lead. Yoshi, Golden Sun, Bioshock still 3 wide up front, completing lap 36. 4 laps to go. And that 4th spot is also critical because that's the last spot to get into the Pro Series. Rogue Squadron currently holds the 4th spot. Big jumble of cars who are fighting for the rest of that 4th spot. We got Luigi's Mansion. We've got Contra. We've got Kirby. Mech Warrior even getting back into the fray after having to make a pit stop. Coming around to 3 laps to go. Crossing the line, still 3 wide. Golden Sun still does lead. Rogue Squadron is in that 4th and final transfer spot. Oh, and it looks like we are going to have a caution, and this could potentially end the race, as we may not have enough time to be able to get back to green flag racing. Let us move back and try to see what happened there. It was around the 5th, 6th, 7th position that we see this. We're going to go to chopper command, and I'm not exactly sure who was involved. Well, let's take a look here. We'll ride with Kirby and see. Yeah, Kirby touching places with who's this? Celeste on the inside. Luigi's Mansion is just to their outside. Here, so let's ride on board with Kirby and move back. Let's see what unfolds here. And they get around. Oh my goodness, Celeste really taking the beating of that. Oh, car flipping up here. The number 24 of Wario, just kind of just flipping over the stopped field. Let's go back and take a look at this from Celeste's point of view as they really take a wild ride here. So Celeste, red and black car, middle of the screen, bottom of the track, in the grass right now. Move and woo! Wow, big crash. Massive crash for Celeste. And then as we know that there was also a little further back, let's go take a look at Wario's point of view. Wario in the, I believe it's the black and blue car. Probably gonna feel black and blue after this. Oh no, this is the red and white car. Here we go. Whoa, just flipping up over the field like it's Monster Jam. Here we go, ready? Accordion effect. They get stopped, they just get pushed in, and they're just the ones who ended up getting lifted. Yeah. And then, wow, just... That's a rough way to land. But I do think we are going to have a winner out of this, being Golden Sun. No, it won't be Golden Sun. It'll actually be Yoshi. Yoshi's going to be the ones who end up winning. As they are now on their final lap, they are under caution. So the first few we can at least see, and this should be locked in. Yoshi will win the Challenger race. Golden Sun will get second. BioShock third, and Rogue Squadron fourth. And that will be your 4 games that are moving on to the Pro Series. Rogue Squadron having just been relegated to the Challenger Series, getting right back into Pro. So great job from them. And then just missing out is Luigi's Mansion, who was in the mix the whole run, but just missing out. And then as we look down through the field, we've got Tomb Raider, Contra, Mech Warrior, Pokemon, Paperboy, F-Zero, Wrecking Crew, Tetris World, and we'll wait till we cross the line before we go through the rest of them. But those front few should be fairly locked into their finishing positions. Wild race, wild ending, under caution. But here we are, coming to the checkered flag. There we go, as the field cycles through, and now go down the overall results. Once again, your winner, Yoshi, followed by Golden Sun, BioShock, Rogue Squadron, who will all be promoted to the Pro Series race. Then we have Luigi's Mansion in 5th, Tomb Raider, Contra, Mech Warrior, Pokemon, and Paperboy in 10th, F-Zero, Wrecking Crew, Tetris Worlds, Turok, Breath of Fire finishing 15th. We have Fire Emblem, Mass Effect, Earthseeds, Prince of Persia, Mana finishing in 20th, Mario Party, Half-Life, Splatoon, Journey, Celeste in 25th. We have Castlevania, Virtua Fighter, Kirby, Sims, and finishing up at the rear of the field with that spectacular crash at the end, Wario. And so that will wrap up our coverage of the event today. It took right at 45 minutes to complete the event. The next thing that will be coming up will be the 500 mile at Indianapolis. featuring the Pro Series race with a spot to put your name on the or your game into the playing queue on the line. So join us back then, and we will see you at that time.